How's the team? Looking for USD JPY longs here. We're not in yet. We're waiting for this. Maybe for price to pop above that overnight high once again. We'll see what happens here. As Rizan caught the buy in London session, yeah, I know a few people actually got the buy already. I was waiting for the breakout retest. So if we go to edge full here, just want to check the data that we're currently getting. We're all bouncing off this 10-minute EMA here that I'm watching. You tell me, Guru. Yeah, guys, we're going live now on YouTube. Make sure to go check it out. Look for my page. We are going to be entering position soon, so go take a look now. We're not going to be on the stream too long. Yeah, guys, we're going live now on YouTube. Yeah, guys, we are going live now on YouTube, so make sure you join. We already got small positions here on USD JPY. So if you guys want to join, make sure to join our YouTube channel. Guys, fuck, just really popped here. That's the team, yeah. We're not in yet. I kind of want to see if we can get a little pullback here again. Ideally, I wanted to pull a little bit lower. This thing's dragged. Just want to see, this thing wanted to drag a little bit lower here on the 15. Don't want it to pop too high, otherwise we're going to get tagged. I'm not going to get in on this. I want a small little push down, get positioned on that. So let's wait for this next five for maybe a push down. Then we can look to get entered here. This thing's rotating quite heavily off our area. See if you can get a slight pullback here on the five. I want a small little pullback. Yeah, come on, man. April stats is 85% green candle day, so we did break above. GJ looks very, very similar to this idea. Got a bit of small size there on the 5. Let's drop down. What is this? The 10. Got a bit of size on here. Pulling up stops a bit tight here. That's kind of where I want to get into it. Let's see what happens here. Ideally, we want to see that pop above the 5-minute EMA. We want to see a break of this little area over here. That's very, very important for this trade to start rotating. I kind of wanted price to be a bit deeper. So I'm just waiting for this pull down. Maybe we can get size on here. Got only 0.2%, 2.5% on this idea at this area point. I want to see a rotation relatively soon, yeah. Let's see what happened. How's it, everyone? So welcome to the live stream. Yeah, today we're looking at USD JPY's buys again. I think there is a bit of a red flag. Obviously, the past 2 days have been bullish. Momentum's not as fast. I mean, we're coming to 330 now, so there might be a bit of volume coming into the market here. We are being a bit patient on this idea as well. We've got a bit of size on coming to break even here. So we're just being very skeptical on this idea here. I don't want to see price hold above overnight high here. It's 5 minutes getting quite a bit of reaction out of this level. So we're not at full risk, risking pretty much pennies on the table here at the moment. We want to see, kind of want to see it actually pull deep. If it does pull deep, I really don't mind. Just updating my students here. That 5 minute reaction is not really what you want to see. Let's see what this next 15 can do here. Almost closed as a doji. Kind of want, even if we get tagged here on the first small little piece, ideally the main entry point is at this area here. That's kind of where I want to get entered. If we can get entered there, then we're golden. That's the ideal area. check with TJ. TJ is just kind of hanging around this area. TJ already had it moved this morning. Already got it bought up. Unfortunately, I didn't get in. Some of the students made some cash on that idea. I wanted to wait a little bit longer. I wanted to see that breakout.
We are in a we are in a light recession. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about for us. I'm also talking about for the regular folk. We dead ass see our loved ones get.
Mhm. While we're waiting here, does anyone have any questions? Anything they would want to ask? I mean, ask away now. We're gonna wait. If we get tagged out originally, it's 0.25. I'm gonna move my original stop down at that point. Wait for that 71 to actually get bounced off. That's ideally where we want to get in. If we get a rotation, I don't think I'll enter straight off the tap. Maybe if we get a little rotation, look at that main entry there. That 4 hour is creating a bearish wick, so I'm just keeping that in mind. Right, and this thing's been buying up for a few days, so we might actually get the correction today. So that's why I'm just being skeptical on this idea. Being very, very patient. And we do have news today as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's all about patience, guys. Patience. Management's on the 15 and 10. 10, we want to see a pop now almost. If it did break above that, that's when I would have put the scaled in a little bit. Yesterday's live stream was a banger. I mean, we caught a beautiful USD JPY trade on stream. Let's see. I mean, we got what is. Let's see. That file's probably going to close bearish as well now again. Watching that 15. Coming close to the end of the hour, so that's just a Gotta keep in mind of it. I mean, the hour candle's just a closing of bearish 4 hour candle. How much time do I have left on that? So we've got 8 minutes left on this 4 hour. What I'm kind of hoping is maybe the next 4 hour candle does push into that 71 area on that 15, and then maybe a rotation. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a difficult one because that 4 hour is pushing bearish here and it's closing bearish. Decisions, decisions. It's DXY there, you know. It's kind of struggling at that 50 equilibrium there. So I don't really want to see DXY all floating all the way down at that point. It's definitely not what you want to see. I want to see a little extension first before it starts rotating off that level. A little bit further extension, maybe pull back into it and continue. See, this is that 4 hour that I was talking about. It's a bit of a crap one. It's in the 61 now. I won't enter straight off at that 71. You got very small feel on at this position just in case price actually wanted to revert off that area. This five is just selling down. So we're just going to be patient. It's quite a bit of bearish pressure coming in. I'm going to wait maybe for that hour candle to come in. Or coming into New York session now. But we want to see a bounce of that 15-minute EMA at least. If not, I think we'll just cut the other position and scratch this idea. Getting a nice reaction out of it. but we still want to keep in mind the next 15 minutes. So if this thing does push up, it's cool. We don't mind if we need to see this hour candle open up, push down to the 71 and then rotate off it. That's what you want to see. Otherwise, you're in danger zone. We're entering before confirmation. And we've just had some bearish momentum coming into play here. See, 30 minutes is quite dragged, yeah. And this is why you wait for confirmation. Yes, it does work for indices. What do you want the sentiment to? We got US 30, Asian range breakout. Let's check here. Overnight high 75%. Nasdaq 100 78%. And DAX 40 it's 82%. So definitely see what US 30 is looking like this morning. We did break above Asia. We haven't broken out of Asia range yet. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna might even cut this small position here that we have on, guys. At the moment with USDJPY, this thing is selling off quite aggressively. Not getting much like bullish reaction out of it though. If this 5 closes bullish, that would be pretty good. But I think I'm only going to enter properly if it breaks back up into this level here. It's a bit of a dangerous game playing on this one. 5 needs at least close bullish. Zach, you get those stats? Did show it.
It is difficult to be judged, that to be reviewed as a teenager. I remember one
Looks like this 5 is going to close bullish, which is decent. Next hour candle opens up now. Let's see what happens here.
And she stopped me and she said, listen, you are not pretty enough to be an actress. You have to.
I would have liked the bullish to push a little bit higher, to be honest with you. So what's that hour? Hour EMA. See, the EMAs on the 30-minute and hour aren't too much aligned here. That's just something I'm keeping in mind of. S&P 500, sorry, simply I didn't see it there. Let me go check here. S&P 500 for you, my man. Let's take a look here, bro. Futures. Let's go stock 500. Let's add that in there. Oh, we already had it. When did everyone start trading heavily on S&P 500? 76 breaks above, 65 it breaks below, so the buyers are definitely in favor on that one. Remember, that isn't a signal, that is just data. Statistics. The price playing. So we're gonna have to wait. I don't know if there's. Can't remember if there's news today. Yeah, there's only FOMC tonight. So hopefully price does still push up beforehand. Don't really want to be in FOMC. Yeah, it is a slow day today. Again, welcome everyone. If you're not a part of the channel just yet, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Got a few content videos that are going to be posted out relatively soon. Let's see what happens today on this live stream. I don't like that the volume's so slow. I'm just going to close my blinds here for struggling to see you.
I can't answer the real question.
Rest days. Okay, I'm just going to go grab water.
All I can tell them is it's easy.
Percent sympathy, no worries. Let's see if we can get a push here. I mean, it would be amazing. Pick the daily candle on this one. Daily candle's already kind of pushed. Don't think we're gonna. I don't believe that we could sell down too far. Don't think we're gonna have the correction today. See, I'd like maybe a rotation before breaking this low here. Otherwise, I'm gonna cut the first position and then just kind of just chill and be patient on the next one.
It is difficult to be judged, that to be reviewed as a teenager. I remember one casting director who later became a producer. I was in the middle of
Ah, we gotta wait till 3:30 to get some volume in this thing. Gee whiz.
you are not pretty enough to be an actress.
That's the irritating part.
Find something else that you want to do.
100% Cody definitely does, but with the shutdown and how the markets and the news just constantly getting moved, it's difficult to say exactly what is, expected to happen in the markets, especially in times like this. Ideally, you would like to see some consistency, at least with the news, so that you can start to have an idea or picture of what type of trades to take next or building ideas in that sense. So yeah, it definitely does take a role. That's why at the moment I've always been putting very small risk on these ideas. Like that is very, very small on this one. I haven't gotten in on this position. It's non-existent as of yet. And we might, depending on how this trade goes here, we might even just call this idea. See, that's what you got to keep in mind. 15-minute EMA is to be broken here on DXY. Mhm. 4 hours bearish, so that's the thing. Next 4 hours just opened up. I wonder if this is making its bearish wick before the bullish movement. That's why I'm just staying a little bit patient on this idea before I even put on a little bit more risk. This was just a feeler. I want to see a rotation in price, kind of like now. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to cut the idea completely. This isn't set right. Yeah. So move this. Already breaking that 71, not getting much. Yeah, it looks like this thing might just sell off, guys. So I might even just cut this position before even 330 comes into play. I think UJ and GJ already had their plays this morning. GJ is still bouncing off this area. This was just something I was keeping in mind of. You know, could have played off the zone. Probably would have been the safer bet. It's difficult to say. Let's see here. UJ is pulling back a little bit now. This five switching over. Does your main income come from trading profits, and do you think it is possible to scale from five-figure dollar prop firms to high end? Yes, most definitely. So, beautiful thing about trading is it shouldn't be your main, it should be a capital gainer and then essentially diversifying that into different areas. So, putting it in investments, et cetera, and putting it into other businesses. And that's a way to obviously increase capital and just diversify your income stream. So, at the moment, yes, it definitely is. But I'm trying to outweigh that with other business models that I've been working on, and stocks, investments, etc. And then yes, you definitely can scale from prop firms, 100%. That's definite, bro. You can scale dollar prop firms into earning bigger capital and then putting that into personal capital into other business models. Yeah, compound, it definitely is. Obviously we had the idea hoping that it would rotate originally off that level. As I'm saying, I might just cut this idea. Overall, trend flows are bullish. We're kind of getting a few red flags that price kind of just still holding below this 15-minute EMA here. So definitely going to look to. I only got a very small, very, very small size on here, basically, pennies, um, on this idea here. So I was looking to get positioned off that 71, but just the way that, everything is opening and everything is moving, it's not looking the best for me to start wanting to execute a bit more size on. I might even just leave it for the table. And then, because I've had a good 2 days, if you guys have seen, really, really good 2 days on personal and prop. Um, so yeah, it's just something I'm keeping in mind of. About 5 seconds until this 15-minute opens, and we'll know what happens with this candle closure. It's not looking too great here. Yeah, see, that's not what you want to see. Looks like we might, again, this is 0.25%, not even 1%, not even 0.5% on this idea. It's not looking great here. for that small position. I was happy that I put a bit of size on there, hoping that there was a rotation off overnight high there. We did get a bounce off the 61, and that's essentially why I entered at a V2 model, waiting for that price to extend. But yeah, man, this thing just looks like it's going to break here now. 4 hour candle's very bearish. We're probably going to get that rotation into the lower down now. I think what I'm kind of expecting. Looks like we're going to get stopped out. I think then I'm going to end the stream there. It's a small one, small little loss for the day. We've had a really good 2 days so far, so very happy about that. And then, we just come back tomorrow, come back the next day. Um, our price doesn't look like it's going to rotate here at all. We're getting that, obviously, as I was saying to my guys this morning, something I was just keeping in mind of, and that's why I didn't put on full risk. His overall price was bullish, and then, there needs to be some sort of correction in the market. So that's why we're seeing this bit of a dump coming onto here now. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. Small lot for the day. We're going to cut it at that point, and then we'll come back.